I really hope Nicki Minaj didn't do this because this is crazy. Anybody who doesn't know, this is Sir John. He's a celebrity makeup artist who worked with people like Zendaya, Beyoncé, and the list does go on. He also served as the first black US creative director for L'Oreal Paris, so he's not just anybody. Sir John put up on his podcast called the Naked Beauty Podcast. You guys should definitely check it out on YouTube. It's actually really good. And he's literally letting it be known that he's not a fan of working with Nicki Minaj. He says a bunch of his peers worked with her and they've been abused in some way. Nicki Minaj is such a huge entity that I can imagine a lot of people just letting her slide with her antics for the fear of being blackballed, which makes these kind of situations abuse. That part with suggesting somebody should miss their dad's funeral because they're already dead is crazy to me. I remember when everybody was going after Dolce because of that whole umbrella situation, and I was looking at that video like, yo, you guys are doing too much. This was not that serious. These claims against Nicki Minaj is that serious. And the reason why I bring this up is because Aiden Ross was one of the largest voices going after Dolce because of that whole umbrella situation.
I don't care what gender or race you are. If you're disrespectful to a 9-to-5 hardworking person, it pisses me off. You're a multi-millionaire getting mad and raging and yelling at 9-to-5 workers. It's bullshit. It's wrong. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna call it out for what it is. Have patience. You're blessed to be making millions of dollars doing something you love in this world.
And you can see how passionate he feels about what he just said, right? Check out this stream that he just put out a few days ago.
Okay. So a celebrity makeup artist just committed career suicide on a podcast? Or did he? Because what he said about Nicki Minaj has the Barbs sending death threats, and instead of apologizing, this man showed up on Instagram stories with a gun license telling them to pull up. And honestly, the tea he spilled might actually be true. Let me explain. First, you need to know who Sir John is. This isn't some random hater with a YouTube channel. This is Beyonce's personal makeup artist. The man who does Chrissy Teigen, Serena Williams, Carly Kloss, literally the biggest names in the world. He's not clout chasing. He doesn't need attention. Which is exactly why what he just said is causing absolute chaos right now. Because when someone at his level says they've turned down working with Nicki Minaj more times than a little bit, you have to wonder what actually happened. So here's what went down. Sir John went on the Naked Beauty podcast, and at first it seemed like a normal interview. But then the host asked about difficult clients, and he said something that made my jaw drop.
And I've seen her abuse so many of my peers.
When you say abuse,
I don't like my lip gloss. I'm gonna wipe it on your shirt. I don't like that you saying, hey, after you set everything up to do an amazing video, everything is set, and now you say, hey, I missed my dad's wake. I have to go to the funeral. He's already dead, isn't he? I can go. I can go. I'm trying to give you the edited version. I remember Hype Williams. He asked me, can I do something for him? I'm like, yeah, bro, whatever you need from me, just name it. It's all good. I want you to do some makeup for Nicki Minaj. Hell no. No, I have turned her down more times than a little bit. Shout out to the Barbs, whatever. I love all you guys. I just don't think she's a really nice human. And if I know that, I'm not going to allow you to push me in any way. And I've seen her abuse so many of my peers.
No.
Abuse. And I'm keeping it real. That is something where to suffer that much abuse, it's just not okay.
No, she's missing like a sensitivity chip in her brain. There's something wrong.
Everyone has a price, and there's no money that I would take.
I've seen her abuse so many of my peers. Not just difficult, abuse. And then he gave examples that are honestly hard to believe. He said Nicki would wipe lip gloss she didn't like on makeup artist shirts. Just rub it on them like they're napkins. But it gets worse. He claims that during a video shoot, after everything was set up and ready to go, she said, I have to go to my dad's funeral. But here's the thing, her dad had already passed. She'd already missed the wake, and she just left the entire production hanging. And when the podcast host asked if Hype Williams, the legendary director, if he'd work with Nicki, Sir John said, and I quote, hell no. There's no amount of money I would take. She's missing a sensitivity chip in her brain. Now, obviously, the Barbs found this clip, and they did what the Barbs do. They mobilized. Within 24 hours, Sir John was getting flooded with death threats. We're talking hundreds of messages telling him to watch his back, threatening to find him, all of that. And here's where this story takes the wildest turn. Most people would delete the interview, apologize, maybe go private for a while, right? Not Sir John. This man woke up, put on a tactical hat and a fur coat, grabbed his phone, and recorded an Instagram story that basically said, "I'm licensed to carry. Run up if you want to."
To me, that in the last couple of days, I didn't receive more death threats and fucking harassment than a little bit from these bum ass barbs. But I just want y'all to know. Just want you guys to know. Oh, first of all, is it gonna be which one do I wear today? So I'm loving this. I'm loving this fucking hat because this gives me like tactical. You know what I mean? And yes, I do love fur. I'm gonna wear. I do love wearing fur. So either one. Which one is it? Is it this one? Is it this one? I don't know. But however, I just want to let you guys know. Run up, barbs. Run up. I want you guys to know I'm so licensed to carry. You guys don't know about that side of me, but I'm licensed to carry like a motherfucker. So I want you guys to run up if you are so inclined.
He's not scared. He's not backing down. He's doubling down and telling the barbs to try him, which is absolutely insane. But also kind of makes you think, why would someone risk their reputation, their safety, their entire career, unless what they're saying is actually true? So now we're left with questions. Is Sir John telling the truth about Nicki abusing makeup artists? Are there other people in the industry who've experienced this but are too scared to speak up? Or is this all cap and he's got some hidden agenda we don't know about yet? Because here's the thing, the barbs are ready to go to war, but Sir John isn't the type to just make things up. And if what he's saying is real, this could blow up into something way bigger than just internet drama. So stick with me, because I'm about to break down everything we know, what other industry insiders are saying, and why this might actually change how we see one of the biggest rappers in the game.
I would love.
Let's get into it.
I love her. I love Nicki because she speaks her fucking mind. I love her for that. She's got a good heart, bro. I love Nicki. I would love to sit down with her and talk.
I'm going to give Aiden Ross the benefit of the doubt that he has no idea about these situations regarding Nicki Minaj, but I wonder if he'll change his tune once he does learn.
So Sir John did that interview with Brooke, and he talked about how people know Nicki Minaj is mean. He would never work with Nicki Minaj, even though he's been asked a whole bunch of times, right? And I'm on Twitter, and obviously the barbs are like, "You're just saying this for clout." And someone said, "Where were all these stories before she supported Trump?" They was around. Do y'all not remember, like 10 years ago? It got to be more than that, honestly. When K. Michelle was talking about how she was beefing with Nicki Minaj because Nicki blocked the song from her, and K was like, "She's not a singer," so I was hella confused. That's literally why I remember the interview, because she was like, "Well, she's not a singer," so I was just very confused. It was just about 10 years ago. It was 2017. It was Anybody Wanna Buy a Heart, and Kay was supposed to be on that song with Meek. Anybody Wanna Buy a Heart was on Meek Mill album, and Nicki Minaj, mean ass, took it from me, K. Michelle said. Atlantic Records put me in with Meek because he needed to get some good love songs. And apparently Meek gave her a chain or something along those lines too, just, I guess as good, just when you know how to meet someone and you give them something nice and you're trying to have a good relationship. She said they never slept together. It wasn't even like that. But when Nicki and Meek started dating, she shut all that shit down and she blocked Kay from being on the song. I just remember this because first of all, K. Michelle is my diva, obviously. But like, Kay don't start with no one. That's why she resonates with me. She don't start with no one, but if you start with her, she don't mind letting the chopper blow. She don't mind speaking on it. That resonates with me. You feel me? Like, you want to be mean, I'll be meaner. You want to be a bully, I'll show you a bully. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna start with you. No. I only bully bullies. I only bully bullies.
Hey, I think the barbs may be right. I think there is an agenda to come at that lady. I think that they are trying to take down Maggie Minaj, because why all of a sudden now are all these makeup artists and all these stylists coming out to giving their detailed experiences of working with her, and it's all bad experiences. Also, why was that charge led by Sir John, who just so happens to be Beyonce's makeup artist and the person that she named her son after? Is it all just a coincidence that Sir John, Beyonce's makeup artist, Beyonce, who is also married to Jay-Z, head of Roc Nation, is it a coincidence that her makeup artist is now coming out saying that he had a horrible experience with Nicki Minaj? All of a sudden, now he wants to open his mouth? It's clear what they're trying to do. They are trying to take down the Queen Nicki Minaj. It's all an agenda to make us look at Nicki crazy, but Nicki is not actually crazy. Nicki is the most sane person in this goddamn situation. Everybody keeps speaking on her. Everybody keeps talking about her. There's no way that everybody can have the same experience with her, even though we see the way she acts online, so I'm sure she's worse in person. Like, y'all gotta wake up. Y'all gotta open y'all eyes and see that Nicki is always right. The agenda is always clear. They want her to be the bad guy like Chun-Li. She said this years ago, like, she's a prophetess.